I wonder if I should tell them that keeping quiet and keeping my mouth shut has saved me from very embarrassing situations and has given me the power position in a lot of situations as well.
To say that I talk too much and I can't help myself is like saying I jerk off too much and I can't help myself.
This is what the world sounds like.
It's been said that the great legendary Winston Churchill would walk slowly to the lectern prior to giving a speech. He would shuffle his papers, pull down on his lapels, waiting for the audience to grow quiet. Then he would fumble for his spectacles while the audience grew quieter still. The audience was settling into the moment, and Winston knew this. Just as everyone thought the great man was about to speak, he would merely clear his throat, ratcheting up attention and making the most of silence.
Silence is very powerful because it gives you the cards in your hand. Most people try to talk themselves up to get validated and get approval from everybody. But when you say, you know what, I'm not doing that, I'm gonna stay silent, I'm focused on me, people respect you, and you become more attractive.
One of the laws of power was say less. Say less. People come to him, and he's a very powerful man, and people come to him with questions all the time, and his answer was, we shall see. He never answered anybody, he never gave an excuse, he just said, we shall see.
Did he own Eminem's music as well?
He did.
What was the story with that about Michael Jackson
so
owning?
Michael always used to think Eminem was great, that's a good artist, and one day the music video popped up, somebody imitated Michael, I can't remember the song, Just Lose It, it was called. There's a lookalike in there, throwing his nose off, bouncing on the bed with kids there. And he was a little upset, but he didn't say much. I said to Michael, I said, you got to sue Eminem. You can't surely accept this. He's like, well, he's a good artist. I'm surprised. He looked sad, but he wasn't angry. I was expecting to get on the phone to the lawyers and sue Eminem for a few $100 million. No, nothing at all. I thought, fair enough. It was really harsh. You watched the video back.
I've seen it.
You've seen it, yeah. It's not good. And I thought, okay, fair enough. And then his best mate calls me and said, you wouldn't believe this. Michael's bought all of Eminem's music.
A quiet spirit gives us wisdom. Proverbs 29:11 says, a fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back.
Shut up! Shut the f***
You have
up!
no right to take
Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up!
You can choose to not do those things. You know, it might be difficult because it's an impulse, it may be an instinct, but you have will. You can will yourself not to do certain things or to do certain things. There is power in speaking less.
Most people want to talk themselves up and not work themselves up. Guys, listen up. There's nothing that you're going to say that's going to make people respect you. The only time people are going to respect you is when you operate in silence and just do your thing. Only speak when spoken to and only say what needs to be said. That's it.
Your words carry weight only when they break meaningful silence. I learned this lesson myself back in 1990 during a crucial business negotiation. The stakes were high and millions of dollars on the table. When the other party made their offer, instead of immediately countering as most would, I sat quietly. In those seconds of silence, I watched emotions flicker across their faces, the uncertainty, discomfort, reconsideration. Without speaking a single word, I had shifted the entire dynamic. They eventually offered better terms simply because I had mastered the art of silence. Silence isn't emptiness, it's power waiting to be unleashed. It's the foundation of all meaningful communication. When you truly understand this, you hold the key to influence far beyond mere words. The most powerful people you know. Notice how they use silence like a master artist uses white space on canvas. They don't rush to fill every moment with sound.
You have to not be scared to go away. Obviously, I think a lot of people are frightened that if they go away, if they disappear for a while, everything will crumble. They'll come back and there's no place for them.
Only person that you need validation is from you. So how about this? Stop telling everyone and start showing them instead. This doesn't mean you should isolate yourself and never seek out advice. Instead, do this. Choose your confidants wisely. Most manifestations are not to be shared, but there may be someone in your circle that is involved in it.
Usually when I open my mouth, it's for one of two things: to break the silence with an important question or an important statement, or when I prefer to play stupid. Playing stupid is one of my favorite techniques because it really does help you catch a sucker.
I don't give my opinion unless it's asked for or you paid for it. That's my gift, is my talking. So I ain't just gonna spill it out and give it to anybody. I don't cast my pearls before swine. So especially if somebody got an opinion that's completely antithesis to mine, I just say, is that so? Okay.
So share your goals with those who uplift you and encourage you, but do so sparingly. Most times it's just flat out better to wait until you get what you want. Showing is proving.
Ideas never born because minds never had the chance to wander in productive silence. This constant noise carries a heavy price tag, one we rarely calculate. Studies show that after each interruption, it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully regain focus. Multiply that by the dozens of interruptions we face daily, and we're losing hours of productive time, hours of clear thinking, hours of potential growth. But the cost goes deeper than lost productivity. This endless chatter creates a form of mental fog like static on an old radio. We're so busy responding to the noise that we've forgotten how to listen. To others, to ourselves, to the quiet wisdom that comes only in moments of silence. How many times have you checked your phone while reading this? How many notifications have fought for your attention? Each one is a tiny thief, stealing away your most precious resource, your ability to think deeply, to create meaningfully, to connect authentically. The modern world has convinced.
By writing down your goals and dreams in a journal, you create a personal, secure space where only you can see and reflect on your plans. This means that you don't have to worry about everybody else's opinions and skepticism affecting your mindset. Your dreams remain safe and sacred within the pages of your own journal. So this is what's happening when you keep your thoughts in a journal. You also avoid the potential pitfalls of sharing your goals a little bit too early. Instead of talking about your plans with others and risking their negative influence, you can focus solely on nurturing and developing your intentions in a very controlled environment. When you're writing in this journal, you're channeling your energy into a constructive and private activity.
When you practice silence, you have people trying to get validation from you. You have people trying to get approval from you. Why? Because you self-validated, you have self-confidence. And that right there is the best way to show that you have confidence in yourself, by not trying to prove yourself to people, by not trying to talk to everyone, by not trying to be involved in everything, by just being in your solitude and respecting yourself.
Obviously, there's a little bit of satire to this video for the sake of entertainment. Keeping quiet is one of those tools you add to your arsenal to use in a bag of tricks. In isolation, it becomes as meaningless as talking the entire time. It strips you of being able to communicate. So use it effectively, do not use it all the time. Have you had any experiences where keeping quiet and holding your tongue played out in your favor? Is this a trick or tool that you feel you can use in your life as you go on? Let me know in the comments. Lois signing off. Peace.